All right, so this is part two, part A, or excuse me, part B rather, of what Kingdom should have been. In the first one, we focused on the monkeys and we fossilized them using Paleotrex and Wingfinger. And so this is going to be the second one where we focus on the Tyrannos, okay? I'm going to assume that you saw the first version, so I'm just going to cut out all the intro, preface, and blah, 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 and all that stuff, and we'll just go directly into the transformation, all right? This one is an oldie but a goodie. That's the first Beast Wars fossilizer armor that I created using Paleotrex. I've showcased this numerous times, but because it's been so long, I've had new members and asking like how this is made and stuff. So again, if you've watched this before and you don't want to see it again, you can just kind of fast forward. But yeah, it's an oldie but a oldie but a goodie, and it's one of my favorites actually. So in terms of his appendages, his accessories, we have the axe, right? And that's made using the dinosaur hip and then tail. So we can just put that to the side. In his hand, he has a screaming skull, and that's the Paleotrex face, kind of blurry over there. Then we can pop that off as well. He's not connected by any 5mm, but you can see he passes the shake test. I even just tapped him on the ground right now, and he's like completely fine. It's not that difficult. And so let me actually just explain how it's made, and then I'll take him apart. Right here is the dino face. Then we have that buckler sitting on that little port. On the side of the dino face, we have the claws, and these are the belts, and they actually tab in. Well, they don't really tab in, but they slot in to an empty cavity on the side of his waist. This goes up, and it connects into the thighs. The thighs connect into the frilly part of the tail, and this is wedged in here, and that's probably what's keeping most of this in place. But it is cool that he has these like wraparound claw waists and stuff. That is gnarly. That's so rad. I like it so much. And so you guys hear that? My stomach was like so we can unwrap these, and you can see it's still kind of in here. Yeah, and we'll just pop this out. I don't know what it is that's in there that's keeping it wedged in there, but it's wedged in there good. And yeah, so you can see this is the frilly tail, right? And then we've just rotated this 90 degrees, and we have this bent up. And then surrounding the tail, we have the two calves with the heels plugged into the adjoining ports on the side. And these are the thighs. The thighs are plugged into the dino. This torso thing with the buckler, and then the hands. It's just a really, really easy build. And what's doubly cool is if you have 4 of them, you can create all 4 pieces of armor. You can create the head crest, and I've done it in the video already. And you can create the body armor, and then one P-Trex will become the shoe, and the other P-Trex will become the other shoe. But yeah, you just take this piece back here, and you see that there's this this kind of empty cavity there. I believe that's where it's connecting, because I just push down. I don't know if let's see if we can hear a click. Okay, I think that was it. And then we just bring this down, and then see these over here. Oh no, you don't. There's an empty cavity right over here where I'm rubbing the tail. We just bring that down, and then we seat the thumb of the dino claw right inside that cavity, and it's almost like a perfect fit. And then yeah, just do that. I don't know if I heard the click or not. It doesn't matter. It's in there like Jimware Jer. And yeah, and then we got the claws back over here. Oh, this one came out. Like I said, it passes the shake test, no problem. And so that's the Megatron mold, the T-Rex mold with 1 fossilizer, that being Paleotrex. And so the dino synchronicity works out perfect, and I'm very happy about that. Next one we got is Wingfinger on Megatron. And let's start with the easy bits. We have the dino face holding the skull. On the other side, we have this fake bow thing, and that is just the 2 spear things threaded through his fist. And his connection, believe it or not, very similarly is this section over here. All of this stuff is just hanging. I wish it did secure a little bit better, but as you can see how it's just freely moving around. There aren't places for it to connect. So let me just kind of explain a few things. The main bit, the main torso of Wingfinger, the head is actually plugged in on the other side, and then we have the biceps. These biceps are then plugged into these forearms, and then the forearms have little protruding pegs, and those are plugged into the thigh, and then the thigh is plugged into that lower half of the Wingfinger. It comes down, and then that combiner head, and I have a little piece of paper in there because the connection is too loose. The little the combiner head, the tiny head, becomes kind of like this armor codpiece type thing over here. But again, everything is just all on that piece, and I actually want to show it to you because it's kind of cool. So first, this bit, like I just showed you, Wingfinger lower torso, head plugged in, and then at the section over here we have the thigh coming out like that, plugged into the forearm, the little peg over here, and then this is holding the foot, and you just do that on both sides and it looks like this, and that's easy enough to recreate, right? Here's a cool part. That thing in there, it's going to pass the shake test. And what it is you see that little nub, that thing, and then you see that little bit right over there. Dude, it's so crazy. So you just get the head, and it's in that same little cavity, this little space over here where you're supposed to hide the Megatron head, where this goes, and then you just insert it, and you just try to align that bit with that hollow. Watch. Dude, you see how it just slipped in there? And it's not coming off. Yeah. Love it. And then from here, we just plug in the Mickey Mouse forearms. Dude, I'm starving right now, man. Can't wait to go home and eat. My wife's still off-site right now. She's attending a retreat, so no delicious food when I get home. I'm just gonna have to eat the dog food that I put together. But here you go. Here's Lord Megatron in Wingfinger armor, and so yeah, so that completes video B, or video number 2 of What Kingdom Should Have Been. If you haven't seen the first one, check out the first one so you can see the monkeys fossilized in the Wingfinger and Paleotrex armor. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for watching.